everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is episode 2 of my brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons Let's Play series for my island called Wildwood. Today I'm aiming to gather 5,000 Nook Miles to pay off my first house payment, and also do the beginning tasks that you do for a brand new island. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in it, do whatever Tom Nook needs us to do, and without further ado, let's get started. Here is a bigger and better view of my map as well. I'm hoping that since my house is on a really big section of land for this island, I'm hoping there's enough of the weeds that I can grab just from here, not use a vaulting pole or anything, which I unfortunately can't use yet because I don't have one or the recipe. I'm hoping this is a big enough section of land that I can go and pluck a bunch of the weeds and sell those and get a pretty good amount of Nook Miles from there, because that is my usual go-to whenever I make a new island. Hello, Tom Nook. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, it is quite cozy in here. It's funny how cozy doesn't always mean comfortable. Let me know if you need advice on how to spend your time on this island or anything else. If you need some advice about basic island materials, you should talk to Timmy. He can help you procure some of the essentials for thriving in our little paradise. And if you want to earn some bells, he has a rather generous policy of purchasing just about anything. Not strictly advisable from a business perspective, but quite generous, yes, yes. One more important thing, I'm offering a free DIY workshop that can help you really build out your island experience. I think it would be quite useful, so I do hope you take me up on that. And it's looking like there's already some Nook Miles that I can get, which is amazing, a wonderful start. I'm thinking we should do that workshop and get that done, get that out of the way. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. About that workshop. Yes, the DIY workshop. Each participant will make and keep their own tools and receive a set of DIY recipes. I think it will be quite useful for island life, so shall I put you down for the next available session? I'd love to. Yes, that's the island spirit. I happen to be free right this very moment, so let's get started. Welcome to my DIY workshop. Oh, I suppose workshop is overselling it a bit. When you see how simple it is to DIY or do it yourself, you'll understand what I mean. The basic idea is to gather materials, follow a recipe, and then craft using a workbench like this one. Alright, so the first thing that we're making is a fishing rod, and I believe he said we only need 5 branches, so that should be pretty simple. Part of me is kind of tempted to go ahead and pluck a bunch of the weeds, and then place them by resident surfaces so that way I can just pick them up and sell them as soon as I can. So we're back in the tent with the tree branches, and we're going to go ahead and get started, do the DIY workshop, and then I want to go ahead and grind and try to get a bunch of Nook Miles. Tom Nook is going to go ahead and give us a bunch of free DIYs, which is amazing because we have basically nothing on this island. Alright, let's see what we can do to get some Nook Miles. Let's see here. What could we do? Island Shutterbug and Edit Credit are some of the easiest and fastest things to do. I just need to edit my passport in some way and then take a photo. So let's go ahead and do that. My favorite part about the passports is being able to customize the little titles that we have. Some of them are really cute, some of them are kind of weird, kind of funny. It depends on what you do. I really like City Folk because Animal Crossing City Folk was one of my favorite Animal Crossing games whenever I was younger. I feel like saying City Folk Crossing or City Folk Camper would be fun, so let's go ahead and choose that. And for the comment on my profile, I put Pro Animal Crosser. I kind of wanted to put Professional Animal Crosser and use the full word, but I was pretty sure I was going to run out of space, so I didn't do that. Alright, so after doing the edit credit option, I now have 800 Nook Miles. We still have quite a bit to get, but I'm sure we'll get there. And then I need to take a picture for the Island Shutterbug, and that one picture should be enough to give us a bit of Nook Miles. There we go. And now I have 1,100. This one, the Go Ahead Be Shellfish, is pretty hit or miss for me. I feel like whenever I do this one to get Nook Miles at the beginning of an island, sometimes there's a lot of shells and it works out great. Other times there's literally like 2 shells and there's no point in even bothering with it. So let's see which one it is this time. Let's go ahead and see. So far it seems like it's probably the second option, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna see. I only have 2 shells so far. Okay, we only got 2 shells from this side. Technically there's more back there, but I can't really access that yet, unfortunately. For this island, I'm not wanting to do a whole lot of time traveling, maybe a little bit periodically, but I want to keep it very minimal. And typically what I would do to get 5,000 Nook Miles really quickly is just go to a treasure island and pick up a bunch of gold tools. That gets you there pretty quickly. But I don't want to do that this time around, so we're going to have to really grind this time. I only ended up getting 3 shells, which I'm sure is better than nothing, but I feel like considering it's only 3, it's not really going to count for much. I don't even know if that's going to give me the full Nook Miles, but we'll see. Hello, Timmy. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you've made your way here. We're still setting up, but for starters, we intend to offer a small selection of goods for our island residents. Space is limited right now, but we'll try to have some fresh stock each and every day. I'm sure you're busy, but feel free to take a look at some of the items we're thinking of selling. I'm not here to buy anything, I'm just here to sell, so we're going to go ahead and just sell him the shells, and hopefully it works. Hopefully we get Nook Miles from it, but if we don't, then we don't. And now that I think about it, I feel like it might be a good idea to go ahead and sell the peaches while I'm here for the extra money. Plus, that might give us Nook Miles too. I don't really remember if that's an option, but we'll see. Considering this is only our first full day on this island, 1,900 bells really isn't that bad. Thank you, please come again. Before I forget, I wanted to tell you something about the fruit you just sold me. When you eat food like fruit, you'll find yourself energized with more power than you might have imagined. Has anyone shared that with you? What I mean is, you could break open rocks or maybe even dig up a whole tree if you had the right tool. Now, it's fine for you to sell me your fruit, but you should try eating it once in a while too. Good to know. It looks like I got free Nook Miles just from using the Nook phone, so that's wonderful. You know, it's only 300, but I'll take it. It's free. I basically did nothing. And then we also got Nook Miles for selling stuff. We sold the shells. We sold the peaches. Okay, 300 again. That's still not that much, but again, it's free. All right, it's looking like we didn't get any from the shells, but I can get some from writing on the bulletin board, so let's go do that. Now, I'm no artist, but I do want to go ahead and write the name Wildwood because it's the name of my island, and I want to see if I can make it look pretty. Never mind, I take that back. I just started drawing, and it looks like part of the McDonald's logo, but flipped upside down. I know it's a W, but it looks like the McDonald's logo. That first idea did not work. So instead, I'm going to attempt to draw a heart. Watch them turning out really bad. Okay, you know what? It's not perfect, but it'll do. That one gave me 300 as well. So now we have a total of 2,000 Nook Miles. I just need 3,000 more. I'm sure we could do it. I forgot about this one. You can make custom designs no matter what it is or what it looks like, how good or bad you think it is. Any kind of custom design will get you Nook Miles, so definitely I gotta do that. I don't quite know what I should do for this design. I went with purple because I love that color, but I also wanted to make it like actually pretty. But what could I do? I mean, I guess I could just do the heart stamp. That's easy. It's basically no effort at all. I'm gonna take the white one and put that in the middle, or kind of the middle. It's partially off center, but you know what? It's okay. It's still cute. All right, and let's see how many Nook Miles we got from that. It looks like I got, let's see, 500. So it's better than the 300. Still not a ton, but definitely better. I'm going to go around and shake a bunch of the peach trees because it's looking like if I sell up to 20 of them, I can get some Nook Miles. Let's go ahead and find some peaches. I really wish that I had a slingshot, but I don't, unfortunately. I would love to see what's inside of that. I think if I remember correctly, each of the different balloons being different colors symbolize different things, like maybe you might have a DIY and might have furniture. Like each balloon color dictates a certain category of items, but I just don't remember which colors mean which thing. Alright, so now we have 12 peaches. I feel like if I shake maybe like 2 more trees, that'll be enough. I technically already sold some peaches, so I don't need to get a whole 20 of them right now, but I just need to get a good amount. And from the peaches, we got 1,800 bells, which isn't as much as I got last time, but I think that's because I had shells and then only a couple of peaches, but it's okay. Bells are bells. And let's see, how many did we get from that? 300, still not a lot, but we're gonna get there. We're getting there slowly but surely. We are inching our way towards 5,000 Nook Miles. While I'm cleaning up the island and picking up all the weeds, I wanted to go ahead and discuss my plans, theme ideas, and general concepts that I've been thinking about for this island. As of right now, I don't have a specific theme in mind. If you picture what Animal Crossing looked like in the New Horizons trailer that we originally saw, that whole vibe for an island, that feel, is kind of what I want. I don't know if there's a label for that. I don't know if it's norm core or town core. I don't know what kind of core you would call it or lack thereof. But that's the kind of vibe that I suppose I'd want. Maybe I might change my mind in the future. I definitely could, and I really might. And then for villagers, I don't have a specific list of villagers in mind either. I definitely want Portia on this island. Portia is my favorite villager of all time. She's a snooty dog villager, and I just love her so much, and I would love to have her here. I would also really like to have Lolly. She reminds me a lot of my cat because they look the same. And then I'd like to have Apple because she's my favorite Peppy. But aside from those villagers, I don't really have a particular list in mind. I may even let a bunch of autofills happen, see who we get, and then let them leave as they ask to leave. In terms of themes, build ideas, villagers, I feel like a lot of what I'm saying right now is definitely not set in stone because 100% I could change my mind. But as of right now, I'm just wanting something very simple, very laid back, very minimalistic, and I just want to vibe and let the builders come in and go as they please. I will say though, I'm hoping to get some terraforming done on this island. I've done terraforming in the past for islands, but I feel like I have a tendency to kind of want to neglect that and not really do it, just because it's hard, it's really, really frustrating. But I would love to get some more practice in and maybe do a bit of terraforming. Even if it's just like a tiny little bit, I feel it would add an extra oomph to the island, if you get me. One particular design idea that I am really considering at the moment though, if you've seen neighborhoods in Animal Crossing, it's kind of when they take all the builders, no matter what the theme is, they put them all in the same area, and then line up the houses in even rows. I would love to do that, but at the same time, I feel like it might be pretty just kind of have them staggered in more like natural, randomized places. But I feel like for that minimalistic, simple look, kind of like how we saw in the Animal Crossing trailer, I feel like it might be better and easier pulled off to have them all in one area, and then we can come up with build ideas as we go along for the other parts of the island. I've been plucking weeds for a little while, and while I'm definitely not done, there is a whole lot more to grab. I realized I haven't really talked to my builders today, and the thing is, if you talk to your builders consistently for the first couple of days, you can get Nook Miles from that as well. So I definitely need to be talking to them. Flo is the closest, so hello Flo, how are you? Alexa, I haven't seen you in a while. What do you mean? 1 whole week? Okay, that's not that long. Have you been? Everyone on the island is starting to miss you. It was just a week. And yeah, that includes me. I can admit it. Anyways, great to see you. Wait, she says, and that includes me? She said kind of sassily. Does she not want to see me or something? Hello, Lyman. Oh, but isn't Lexi? Why are you all so shocked to see me? I haven't been gone that long. It's been a while. Are those new clothes? They really show off your biceps, Chips. Bicep chips. Interesting. Very particular catchphrase, but okay, Lyman. Do what you want to do. And apparently I also got Nook Miles from that. Wait, this is just what I was talking about. I thought you had to talk to them 3 times before you got Nook Miles, so I'm definitely a little bit surprised, but I'm very grateful because it got us a bit farther along in our journey to get 5,000 miles. We can also get Nook Miles from planting flowers. I don't recall if they're going to be selling some right now, but let's go ahead and see, and then if we can get a hold of some, definitely let's buy some flowers. I do not mind what color or type they are. I just want to buy some flowers and plant them so we can get farther along. Alright, so we most definitely can buy some flowers. Let's see, there's red roses, red tulips, and white windflowers. I feel like we have tulips as our native flower. I'm debating one of these. I really like the roses, but I also love the tulips. I guess I'll just go with the tulips, even though they're my native flower. I'll get a few bunches of 5, and then we'll just plant them all in bulk by Resident Services. I especially want to put them by Resident Services because eventually whenever I get Isabelle for this island, she seems to really like it whenever you plant flowers in bulk by Resident Services, and it just tends to help you get to 3 stars a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and while I'm here, if I can afford it to spend a bunch on flowers, I want to see if I can get some of these DIY recipes. The Slingshot recipe and the DIY for beginners. This is pretty cheap, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. In fact, I may as well get both of them while I'm here. So I bought both of the recipes, but now we are unfortunately very broke. We were kind of broke before, but like now it's worse. Ooh, and apparently I got Nook Miles from doing that? Let's see. Either I got some or I unlocked a new category of something I could do to get the Nook Miles. Oh, I got some, and I got 300. I feel like a lot of these are only giving 300, but to be fair, I guess 5,000 Nook Miles really isn't a ton. I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and sell the weeds really quickly and see how much I can get from that, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get some Nook Miles as well. Looks like I got 1,620 bells. I don't know how much exactly I spent on the flowers and then the recipes, but that does replace some of it. And I did get Nook Miles. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it's more like 500. That would be a bit more ideal than the 300, but miles are miles. I'll take what I can get. Yeah, it's only 300. But I think if I keep going, I'd probably get some more. Yeah, I sold 162. If I can just get a bit more, then we'll get some Nook Miles. I'm going to do that and then plant the flowers. I'm just going to plant all the tulips in one spot right here, and then go ahead and get a bunch of the weeds again and sell those and see what we can get out of it. Before I go ahead and grab the weeds, I just realized I forgot to memorize the slingshot recipe, so I went ahead and I did that, and that also gave me Nook Miles, so that's wonderful. We're just a little bit closer now. I have 4,000. I'm sure we'll get there soon. And I got even more. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about the flower one. I was like, wait, what did I do to get these extra ones? I was really confused for a second. But it's okay, because now we're even closer. Alright, so I just collected 54 weeds. I guarantee you that it is enough. Let's go ahead and sell them. And then hopefully we'll either be right about at 5,000 or at 5,000. Alright, let's see how much we got. I mean, I'll take any amount of Nook Miles, don't get me wrong, but I would love to get like 500 right now. That'd be great. Perfect! Thank you, Animal Crossing. Maybe they were listening. So we just need 200 more Nook Miles and we will be there. Let's see, what could I do to get that last 200? There's gotta be something. Okay, so it looks like I can get Nook Miles just for spending some of my bells, but to do that, I also need to earn bells. So I think it'll be best if I continue to do things like sell peaches, sell the weeds, and then once I get that money, I can spend it on whatever it is that they have to offer here. For the Nook Miles option where you have to spend bells to get it, I went ahead and I decided to spend money on the tools. I know I can craft them, but considering they're right here and I need to spend money anyways to be able to get those Nook Miles, I figured why not just go ahead and buy the tools. I've already purchased the fishing rod, the net, and now I just need to get the watering can and the slingshot. And it looks like we got the Nook Miles. Usually I feel like at the minimum they give us 300, so this is probably going to be enough to get us to the 5,000 mark. Okay, we are there. We finally have 5,000, technically 5,100, but same thing. So let's go ahead, since we're right here, give these to Tom Nook. Hello, what would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. About my moving fees. Oh, you'd like to pay your moving fees? Very well, you owe 5,000 miles. I'm ready to pay. Thank you so much. Indeed, that is 5,000 miles and not a mile less. With that, your moving fees have been paid in full. This is a happy day for us both. Yes, you're free and clear of debt, living on a thriving scenic island. What could be better? That wasn't actually a rhetorical question. Let me be more specific. How is that tent treating you? It's fine, I guess. Just fine, but considering doing fine on a formerly deserted island is actually quite good. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. About my home. Have you made a decision about home ownership? Ready to move forward into comfort and luxury? As fun as living in a tent can be, a house gives you more space and helps you put down roots. Now, building a house means taking out a new loan in the amount of 98,000 bells. So what do you think? Ready to build your own sweet home? Yes, let's do it. Thank you for your business. I'll get construction started right away. By the way, you get to choose from 8 different colors for the roof. This is a big decision. I didn't really consider what color roof I was going to get, but I do love the color purple, so as long as that's an option, that's what we'll do. Let's see, we have red, pink, yellow, and black. Let's see, what other options you got, Tom? What other options are there? Purple, okay, perfect. I'm going to do purple just because I love that color. And that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to see more episodes for the series, definitely go ahead and click the like button. And I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye, everyone!